Hi, Landi, and welcome back to Entrepreneurcast. Great to see you again today.
Hi, Svietlana. Always great to be on your show. How are you doing?
Fantastic. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
So, Landi, what I would like to talk today about is how to find more leads. You
Oh,
know how people are with, they get their regular clients. Sometimes they do it through the word of mouth and they get scared of getting out there and trying new things. So,
yep,
tell
absolutely.
us a little bit about your experience and the things that, I mean, I know you know a lot of different ways to find new leads. So, let's get on cracking.
Right, that's cool. Well, hello to our listeners today. I think this is a very sensitive subject for people because leads equals money, right? So a lot of people want new clients because they want to grow their businesses, they want to give their expert solutions to people and ultimately just help them. And then they sit frustrated and go, but where are all these people that I really want to help with my fantastic business solutions and products and everything? So I think before I go into detail there, I would just quickly like to touch on the online versus offline type of debate going on here at the moment, because there's so many people contact me for online marketing strategies and everyone want to go online and everyone want to go digital, and that is absolutely fantastic. But I say to people many times, if you want leads and you want them fast, go offline. Shut down your computer and go and build relationships with people. Get into your car or get into a tube or get into your taxi and go and find leads and build relationships with people. I cannot say that enough. So number one, if you're listening to this today and you really want to get out there with your products and service, is to go and attend networking meetings. And I think a lot of you go, oh, she must be kidding. I've attended so many networking meetings in my life, but people are not networking effectively. How many of you listening to this today has gone to networking meetings, came home with a stash of business cards, and it left you absolutely nowhere, and you don't know what to do, you don't know how to follow up. So the idea with lead generation, and I'm going to start offline, is to have a system behind your leads. So let's call them triggers. Let's say trigger number one is going to an event. When you give your business card to someone, more importantly, when someone gives their business card to you, there have to be a process that gets kickstarted. And I'm going to repeat this again, because if you get this, your business will change. The moment someone gives you a business card, a process have to be kickstarted. So that can be a few things. And I'm going to add a marketing funnel now to this lead so that you can see what I'm talking about. A person give you a business card, number one. Number two, you get home, you put that business card into a customer relationship system. A very good one I can recommend to you that's absolutely free of charge is called Capsule. So if you don't know how to access it, go to www.entertheloft.net, and then you put in a password there. If you want the password, just send me a Skype to landi.jack and I'll give you that password, and you can access this site for free. I'm not going to ask for your email. You can access it for free. And in there, you'll see all sorts of online tools you can use, of which Capsule email address is there as well, or Capsule web address is there as well. So you got your business card, you got home, you put it into Capsule, and Capsule allows you to set milestones and follow-ups. So now you start following up. Now you go back to that person and you say, I met you today at a meeting, can we potentially have a coffee? Or if you want to be even more efficient, thank you for meeting you today. I want to give you this free assessment. And this free assessment is going to tell you exactly where you can make changes in your business right now. And it's free of charge. But I don't just want to give you this assessment. I want you to please give me your email address or your telephone number in return. No problem. Okay, a week later, you follow up again. Step 3. Now you met them at the business network meeting, you got them into Capsule, you send them an assessment, you got the email address into return. Now you send them another gift, Hey, I met you at a business meeting 2 weeks ago. Remember me? I send you the assessment. Do you maybe have any questions around the assessment? Do you maybe want to come for a coffee? Or you don't want to take it that far. Maybe you want to mention now the book you've written. I've written a book. I want to give you the book. Please come back to me if you have any questions. Do you see where I'm rolling with this? So there's a whole string of events that get triggered by the one lead. So that's just the one way of generating leads offline. There's many other ways for you to go and generate leads online.
So would you say that offline then is definitely more effective than online process?
My personal experience, and it's one of the reasons I love traveling the world the way I do, is that I'm always going looking, not necessarily for leads. I'm always looking to meet a person, have a conversation with them, understanding their problem and helping them to solve that problem. It's just so much more warmer, you know, it's so much more real and authentic. And I find that we're living in a time with so many people who don't want that anymore. They're trying to create this film between them and people. And I always have to ask them why. I am not dishing online at all. I have so many leads that I generate online. I start relationships with so many people online. What we're doing now is online. We're having a conversation with each other. And we're basically telling the world out there what solutions to their problems are available. So that's an online strategy, and I love it as well. So I'm not ditching it at all, and I'm highly recommending it that you do it. I'm recommending that you go online and you look for people that you can help, leads on social media, that you have conversations with them on there, that you have a YouTube channel that shows people what you do, that you have a internet marketing strategy going, you know, that you have maybe e-learning, courses, workshops, all those things online will make people stream to your business if you solve their problems for them. There's many options, but I would recommend that if you don't get it right online, that you may start thinking maybe I should go and first get it right offline and then go online.
So we'll get back to online in a minute, but with
Sure.
the offline, how would you say is the best for people to find the events they should go to? Because there are a lot of different kinds of events and a lot
Yeah.
of
Well,
different quality events and quality
absolutely.
leads. How people get quality leads for their business? How do they find specific events for that?
Well, that, Svietlana, is a high quality question, because you don't just want leads, right? You want quality leads. You want people who's interested in what you have to offer, and people that you honestly and truly in your heart believe is going to benefit from that. So we're offline now, right? So one of the first places to start with this is to understand again who your target market is, because if you know who they are, you'll understand where they hang out. And so my number one would be to go to events where your leads hang out. You know, if there's people that you really want to help and solve their problems, if you, for example, if your target market is HR managers, these are the people that you really feel you can solve their problems, then go to the annual HR Management Summit. Go to the association that HR managers belong to. Go to the personal development events. HR managers have to keep up to date with the latest law and legislation. Go to the latest law and legislation courses that they are attending. So that would be a very, very good way to start, to go and hang out. Many people, unfortunately, go to business breakfasts. They go to meetups. They go to all sorts of masterminds and whatever, and they walk out there empty-handed with no people interested in what they're doing, because 90% of the people there is not really the people in their target markets. Go to associations. If you're looking for, if let's say psychologists is part of your target market, coaches, go and look for them at personal development courses. I mean, you can't do psychology, you can't be a coach these days if you don't have some sort of stamp of accreditation behind you. Go and find out where they're accredited. Go and do joint ventures with the people that accredit them. If you're looking for project managers, go to the Association of Project Managers and say, listen, you have project managers that you look after at your association, you accredit them. I have a massive good solution for them. How can we actually serve them together better? And that way you're going to actually get more qualified leads in the ponds and the environments that they are hanging out at.
Brilliant. Thank you for that, Landi. So
Absolutely.
let's get back online. What are, in your experience, best places for people to find leads online?
Right, so I'm going to get very specific with online, because there's a lot of success in these areas and, you know, good results. So LinkedIn is fantastic at the moment. Since they got married to Microsoft, there's all sorts of functionality. There's all sorts of things you can do with LinkedIn. I would personally recommend LinkedIn Sales Navigator, because LinkedIn Sales Navigator allows you to narrow down the people in your network. So you can literally go with Sales Navigator and look, for example, for a person who is a business owner. They like to be on stage and speak. This is, by the way, my target market. I like to look for people who's a consultant, they have their own business, and they like to speak as well. So they want to have a voice. And then you can literally go with Sales Navigator and look for that person. And you can look for them in New Zealand, or you can look for them in Australia, or in Malaysia, or in the US, or in the UK, or in South Africa, wherever you want to play, in Asia, in China or Hong Kong, doesn't matter, Antarctica. And you can look for them in those specific areas and start a conversation with them. That is massively, massively powerful. So LinkedIn is definitely one that I would recommend. Facebook groups is doing very well. A lot of people at the moment is starting masterminds. Me, myself, have secret masterminds. If you want to be part of one of these secret mastermind groups, you get a lot of advice in there. You get to connect with people internationally. I help you to build relationships with people in your mastermind group. You can ask questions in there, whatever. You're again welcome to send me a Skype to Skype invite, landi.jack. And I'll connect you with one of these mastermind groups. So that's a massive way to get people together. Get them in your own pond. Get them talking. Understand who's the people who can really benefit from your products and services. And you don't have to, not every single person you come across is necessarily going to be your lead. I have people in my mastermind groups that I don't necessarily feel is going to benefit from what I'm doing. And then there's other people that I think is going to massively benefit because of where they are in their lives and what they want and what's important to them. But start online with these groups, LinkedIn groups, Facebook groups, and give them value. That is a massive way online for you to really get people together and add benefit to their lives. And then, of course, launching strategies is still very powerful. To have webinars online where you launch a product or a service, or have a conversation with someone and tell them about your products and services, is also a very massive online leads generation strategy at the moment. Because we put products and services out there. We assume people know what we can offer them, but we don't want to put in the time to explain to them, to solve their problems, to become close, to become friends, to build relationships. So go on webinars, go on YouTube channels, go on talk shows and give people some of your value so that they actually know what you're talking about. That means you don't have to go out there looking for people all the time. They actually come to you and say, listen, I've been listening to you. There's lots of value in what you're saying. Can you potentially help me to refine my problem deeper? I want to take what you say and I want you to help me to apply this now to my business so that I can be successful faster. Those are very powerful online lead generation strategies at the moment.
That's amazing. Thank you, Landi. So let's go through the bullet points of lead generation.
Right. So make sure, number one, that your business has an offline lead generation strategy as well as an online lead generation strategy. It's number one. Number two, make sure that every lead event has a process or system behind it. You don't want to just go out there and play with people. You want to make sure that you're building medium to long-term relationships. And that means there have to be a nurturing process. You get the business card, and then that's only the start of a relationship. So make sure that that start of the relationship has nurturing steps behind it so that people can actually see that you're willing to give them your time and effort. And then number three, when you have your offline and your online strategy and you have processes attached to it, go specifically and look for areas where your target market is hanging out. Go and look for the associations. Go and look for the clubs. Go and look out for mastermind groups where they are actually hanging out, because that will be so much more powerful in getting, and you said it, Svietlana, qualified leads, people who's already in your target market. That will already make a massive way to the way you go out there and look for leads. And if we're going to spend our time and energy on looking for leads, why not make the process fun? And why not making sure that the people then that comes to us is the people that we truly and honestly can help?
Amazing. Thank you so much for given that to us, Landi, given that all that advice. It's a great pleasure as always, and I really look forward to our next week's call.
Me too, Svetlana. Thank you. Thank you to the listeners for your time and have a beautiful day. Bye.